Hello, my loves. It's Brittany Taylor here today, coming to you live from my office. It's a very busy day. It's a very busy day at the office. Very busy. The birds just keep chirping, and the phone is off the hook. There's so many emails that I'm answering to, and so many clients I'm working with today out in the office here. No, I'm kidding. Today my office is the tree. Hello, loves. Hello, Oliver. So yeah, I actually don't have any people today, which is nice. I'm gonna go get a massage after this, I think. I'm doing wonderful, Oliver. How are you? Hi, Sarah. Hi, loves. So healing jealousy is kind of like my baby, because this is one of the most amazing things that I've been able to heal in myself and many of my clients. And actually that's why a majority of the people reach out to me to work with me, is because of my work on healing jealousy. Okay. And there's some principles that you can understand, even without any energetic healing, that needs to take place. Okay. So the first principle is obviously like what I put in the title: you are enough. And if you really actually believe you are enough, you are good enough in all ways, and you really actually feel that from within, you will not be jealous. There will not be a situation that you will be jealous of if you really actually believe you're good enough, okay? But see, here's the thing, we don't, right? As humans, we've been trained otherwise. We've been trained to look for our faults and focus on fixing ourselves, from whatever horrible things need fixing, right? And when we focus on that kind of shit, we abandon our truth, which is love and self-love. Hi, Jay. So the first principle to healing your jealousy in your relationships or in your life is knowing that you are enough. Okay? And there's also a thing about jealousy too that's to do with manifesting. And it's to do with having a blocked creative center, okay? So if you feel like you can't create the life that you want, but other people have the things that you want, and then therefore you feel unworthy, and then you feel jealous. This is a huge cause of jealousy. It's feeling like you can't create the life that you want. So the second principle I'm going to tell you is that you are a creator. And if you really know that you are creating your own reality with the law of attraction, and that in every situation you have power, you're in control, because you are in control of the way that you feel. If you know that, then you can't feel jealous, because if there's someone who has something that you don't, or is more successful than you, or in a more loving relationship than you know that you have the power to create that as well. So you would not feel jealous, you see, if you really believe that you have power to create the life experiences that you want, okay? And let's use a relationship example. So let's say your boyfriend or your husband cheated on you. If you're not operating from these principles, you could feel very hurt, oh my God, what is this? What has happened? Is there something wrong with me? Is there something that I'm not doing? Why does he like her and not me? Is she prettier than me? Is she better than me? And all of those thoughts are coming from a place of I'm not enough, okay? And then the fear of it, oh, I fear if my husband's cheating on me. The fear of that is coming from realizing you aren't creating your own reality, okay? So if you think that someone else has the power to just do something and hurt you, and I mean, in some cases they will, and they will hurt you, but it's you're saying that that's all you deserve. If you're in a situation that you don't like, you can always remove yourself from it, or demand and command to be treated a different way. So that's where the second principle comes in, is I have the power to choose the kind of relationships that I want, and if I don't want to be in the situation, I can either get out of it or, evoke a new response from my husband or my boyfriend who's treating me in this way. And we actually do have that power. And this is a pretty advanced law of attraction concept where like we don't have control over other people with our vibration. I don't want you to think that, but we do have some ability to evoke certain responses from people. So oftentimes, and this is actually what Abraham Hicks teaches, I'm totally ripping off Abraham Hicks here, I did not invent this, but oftentimes it's the people that want monogamy most that end up getting cheated on or getting in a situation with someone else who doesn't want monogamy. And the reason why that is because they are focused more on what they fear, which is being cheated on or not monogamy or whatever. They're focused more on that than the actual situation that they do want, which is a one-on-one relationship with one person only who's not going to cheat on them. But because they're focused more on what they fear, they end up creating that exact situation that they fear. And this happens a lot, especially with women who, you know, all I attract are these guys that, you know, don't want the same things as me. They don't want to be with only me or whatever. Like, so it's a good idea to look at what you're focusing on in terms of your relationships. Like, are you focusing on what you want, or are you focusing on the lack of what you want? Are you focusing on those actions that your partner is doing that makes you feel loved, or are you focusing on those actions that your partner is doing that makes you feel not loved? Okay? Because you always have a choice, and I guarantee you, if you do, like, particularly train your mind to only focus on the things that your partner is doing that you love, in time, they will show you more of those qualities. But you have to really focus hard. You have to, like, this is like, you have to let go of the paranoia. Because if you are living in an intense state of paranoia, you're going to keep attracting things that are going to make you more paranoid, and it'll just be this perpetual cycle of suffering and jealousy. And I just don't want you to do that, okay? Hi, Shaz. Yay, jealousy advice. Yeah, girl. So, hi, Christina. Oh, all my loves are here. So yay, those are 2 principles right there. So principle 1, you are enough. And oh yeah, here's another thing I wanted to mention, actually, I just remembered. Okay, so like, let's say you are having a relationship with someone who ends up cheating on you or leaving you for someone else. Okay, let's just say worst case scenario, you know, it happens to a lot of us. I actually do work with a lot of women who have had this happen, and it works really, really well, the work that I do. But let's say that did happen, okay, and sorry, that sucks, sorry. But it happened. Deal with it. We have to accept it first. We have to accept that this has happened. So why don't you just also accept that your relationship with your husband, or Eric says good stuff. Thank you. Your relationship with your husband or your boyfriend or whoever that you're with is different than any other relationship he will ever have. And no other woman that he's with will ever have the same qualities as you. So it's an entirely different relationship with an entirely different theme. So it's not actually taking away from your relationship with him at all. It's actually a totally different thing. It's totally separate. It's nothing really actually to do with you, because what you and him have is something totally different than what she and him has. And like, if you can just realize that and accept it and just, you know, allow that understanding, like, it's like you and all your past relationships, you know, you love them all for different reasons. You don't love them all for the same reason, because they're not all the same. You are absolutely, totally a unique individual. And so are all of your relationships. So there's really, no one can ever take anything away from you. Okay? And like, when you're born and when you die, sorry, not sorry, you're alone. So you can't actually take that person with you. So I'm trying to think, what was my point in saying that? Well, like, I feel like in some relationships we get so like glued at the hip that it's like, if that person left us, we literally think we would die. But that's not really how it works. You weren't born as conjoined twins. Right? So you'll be fine. I mean, like, even if, like, let's say that happens, if someone leaves you for someone else, okay? Like, everybody's worst fear, like, oh my God, I would totally die if that happened, right? You won't die. I've had it happen. It's all good. I've done it to people. I've had it happen. It's totally a part of life. You know, you're fine. And it was always you to begin with. And other people are merely a projection of ourselves in a way too. Like, it's like, what you love about them is you love how you feel when you're with them. You love that you have access to the qualities of your soul when you're with them, the qualities of love, the qualities of joy or excitement or pleasure or whatever it is. It's not really the other person that's doing any of that. It's them bringing up in you what's already within you. So if you can realize that, you can understand that you can have that with many potential partners and not just this particular person who has done this, right? So there's a few principles on healing jealousy, because I feel like us as women, and I mean men too, men are super jealous sometimes too, actually, but we just need this. Like, we need healing from this. We need to stop acting like crazy ass bitches, and I love you dearly when I say that, because I was one too. I was so jealous. I was like, you know, like if I had a boyfriend, and see, it's funny because sometimes the jealous person actually ends up being the one who does the cheating, or like ends up ending the relationship anyway. So it's strange how that happens. That I've had that happen with me as well. So I was always crazy. I was always like, what's he doing? You know, like, oh, that girl wants my man, or like, oh, like he's gonna like her better because her boobs are bigger, and like she's probably better at talking than me, and she's probably better at all these other things, and oh my god. And I would like go into a serious negative state, right? And a lot of women, I think probably most women do this, and it's just like, oh my god, girl, it is such a waste of time. Now that I don't spend time doing this, I spend time like creating my business and like healing and helping people, and it's like I don't even have to waste a second thinking a thought like that feels so horrible. I do not have to waste a second thinking a thought like that, because I love myself and I know that I can create the relationships that I want to create, because I know that I have the power to create my reality. Second principle. And I also know that I'm good enough, so there's nothing that any other woman could ever take away from me. And actually, like, if a guy that I was with started to like another woman, I would probably understand why, because I would probably like her too, because probably the people that you're with like the same things as you in a sense as well. So it's like some of the women that maybe your husband or boyfriend ends up ditching you for are quite alike to you, like in certain ways. Not exactly alike, but you probably would enjoy them as well. And I mean, it's just that's just on a whole nother level though. Jay is saying something. I'm trying to read it. It's kind of long and it's blocking part of it. You can have sex with someone you love, but they're not mutually exclusive, and just because someone who loves you has sex with someone else doesn't. I can't read the rest of it because it's being blocked by emojis, but yeah, it's true. If there is physical infidelity, it's a reason to examine both sides and grow from there. Yeah. Christina says self-love every day for the win. Yeah, totally. And you don't have to feel jealous, because no one can ever take anything away from you, right? You are you. There's no other you on the planet, okay? So no one is better or worse. And this is something us humans need to get wrapped around our little brains, is that no one is better or worse. We are all equal here, okay? There's no other woman out there who is better than you. I mean, maybe they're better at some things. I mean, let's just be real here. Like, you're not like the best at everything. You have your good qualities and they have their good qualities. And hi, Alea. First time here saying hi. What's up, girl? Yeah, so no one can ever take anything away from you. And once you really, truly love your unique self, you will never feel jealous. And I haven't felt jealous in probably, like, I think maybe in March when I was first starting my business, and I still, like, I didn't really know what was going on in my relationships. Not that I know now, but like, I like really didn't know. And I think I felt a little bit jealous. There was a moment where I felt a little bit jealous, and then I actually ended up doing some more theta healing on myself. And the belief that I ended up clearing that totally cleared my jealousy, you guys, like the final clearing of my jealousy, where I have not felt jealous since, happened when I cleared this belief in theta healing. And the belief was, I don't deserve love. And as soon as I brought in the belief with theta healing that I do, I brought in, I deserve love. And I brought that in on all levels, every cell of my body, every cell of my being. I deserve love. And I have not felt jealous since I did that. So that could be one of yours too, that would help you. So yeah, there's another aspect of it too, is knowing that you deserve love. You deserve to have the relationship that you want. And just because other people are out there being all in love and having these relationships and having, you know, like shitloads of money, it means that you can have it too. Christina says, girl, I just got goosebumps. You probably need that belief too, I'm thinking. Probably a lot of humans, we need to know that we deserve love, because sometimes things happen in our childhood that make us feel unloved or like pushed to the side, or like, you know, like we're just like this piece of shit who like why do I even deserve to live? Like that's another belief that comes up a lot, is like just like I'm even a person who exists, and like that comes from childhood, being treated like you like we're just like not even there, and like that can happen a lot too. So your relationships are always bringing up your childhood issues, always. And in a theta healing session with me and in the work that I do, we heal that shit. And then you don't feel jealous. Like me, I don't give a shit. And see, I even healed my jealousy so much that like I would do an open relationship and I would actually enjoy it. And I never would have thought that I would be like that. Like even a couple years ago, I'd be like, oh my god, no way, I could never like let my man do something with another woman. But now I'm like, oh my god, I would encourage it, because like I'm not everything. I know that other women have nice, good qualities too, and I would like someone that I love to experience all of life that they're wanting, if that's what they're wanting. Danielle says, it is hard letting go of old beliefs that no longer benefit me and were never mine in the first place, working on me every day. Yeah, girl. And like with methods like theta healing that I do, we can heal those beliefs instantly, because it is hard. And I mean, I've been doing stuff like I've been doing spiritual work for years, but nothing really stuck. Like I still had a lot of suffering that would come up. And then finally, when I brought in the theta healing, I was able to let that shit go like forever and like feel like a totally different person. Okay, I don't know why these emojis are like blocking my comments. I'm trying to read your wonderful comments. Danielle says, I might want a session. My old guidance counselor said that our relationship play out our childhood dramas until we clear it. Yeah, and like exactly how you felt in your childhood is going to be repeated until you heal it. Ryan says, fair play, Britt. When I first started listening to you, I was like, wow, what's this? Now every time I catch a video, always good to listen, branching out to the UK. Lol. Thanks, Ryan. Shaz says, yes, she is amazing. We cleared my jealousy yesterday and it helped so much. Yeah, I love you, Shaz. This video was inspired by you, actually. I was going to say that, but I wasn't sure. But you just said it, so... Shaz is wonderful. Yeah, and you can heal from jealousy. Like, I don't want you to think that you're just going to always feel jealous in those kind of situations, you know? You don't have to. Like, I could be in any situation right now and I don't feel jealous. And, like, I also want you to know you don't have to feel jealous of other people that are doing cool things as well, because I used to have that, like, feeling of, like, missing out, right? Like, feeling of, like, oh my god, other people are doing all these fun, cool things and I'm, like, a loser or what. And I don't ever feel like that either, because now I'm doing all the things. Like, I know that I'm doing all the things, so I don't have to be jealous of other people who are doing cool things, right? And I also don't have to be jealous if I get in a relationship with a man and he likes another woman as well as me, because I know that I'm enough and nothing that any other woman could ever do would take away from how much I'm already enough, and I know that I have the power to create the relationship that I want, so I don't have to feel any jealousy if I was in a situation where a man I was with liked another woman as well, and perhaps I would probably like her myself because she probably has qualities that are like me. And like, anyways, I could do a whole book on this, and maybe I should write the book on healing jealousy, because I've become the expert, you guys. But I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I have to get back to the busy work at the office. I'm not sure if you can tell how busy it is here at the office, but it's a really busy day, so I just wanted to pop on here really, really quick, you guys. Gotta get back to my serious work. Just kidding, I'm gonna go for a massage. My life is amazing. And your life can be like as good as you want it to be. Like, now that I'm just at home all the time, literally doing my soul purpose work, working with like amazing soulmate clients that are like my best friends, it's like, wow, I never knew my life could be this good. Well, I always knew my life could be this good, but I didn't realize it could be this good right now, where I'm just like, wake up, do yoga, go to Starbucks, sit in a tree, heal people on the internet, go for a massage, love my life. So I'm very grateful for all of you. Thanks for joining, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.